So I was not born in this country, actually. Fun fact, I was born in Russia and I was adopted. Then on top of that, I came to the United States. I've been living here since I was 2 years old. I love Jesus with my whole heart. I think as an adult, I've definitely strayed away because I'm 21. I remember being on the couch in our basement, and back when I was a kid, if you watch TV, you literally had to watch the ads. Like, you can't skip them, you can't pause your show. Like, so I never had a phone as a kid. I didn't get a phone until my end of my sophomore year in high school. And I'm so grateful for that because honestly, a phone is an idol, and we can all admit that. Mom was working at the desk, and I was watching a Billy Graham ad, and I remember it said something along the lines of angels. And the next thing I know, I'm asking my mom what are angels because I don't understand. But then my mom sat me down at our wooden table, and I remember sitting in the kids' chair, and we folded our hands and we prayed the prayer like we all do. It wasn't really like, there wasn't much about that. I went to church every Sunday, every Wednesday night. I probably read Christian bedtime stories and watched Christian shows like VeggieTales. I would probably say end of 8th grade, moving into my freshman year of high school. I had grown up going to a Christian camp also every summer. I went and I worked there, volunteered. One summer, I volunteered for the whole summer, except a couple weeks, and I loved it, right? The jobs that I had to do were not the best, but like it was okay. We got it. That's kind of where I feel like I really fell in love with Jesus because I'm like, I'm doing this for him. Like, stop complaining. Like, you really learn stuff. But I got baptized when it was like 3 years ago. I got baptized. I had been thinking about it for a long time, and I wasn't just somebody who would like get baptized. Like, I need to have a purpose and a reason. I was going to church with my friend, and I had been going to her church for a while, and I didn't know how to break it to my mom that I did not want to get baptized at their church. I wanted to go do a happen at my church, and I'm like, Mom, please, 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 like, the pastor's at church tonight, like I can ask him. And I was so nervous to ask him, and he was so excited for me. I got baptized. My aunt and uncle surprised me and showed up. Like, I got baptized in the joy. It felt so good. I think my big point that I hit was when my grandpa passed away in 2022 after I graduated high school. Like, I'm glad he got to see me graduate high school and stuff. Like, good for him. But it was really hard to watch, like, hospice and all of that come into our home. It wasn't about me. It wasn't about anybody else. It was about my grandpa. And all he wanted was to hear from his children, hear from his grandkids. And he got that. And then he passed away. And it really hit me. It's like, well, what is it all about? Like, he was super religious. He loved God with his whole heart. I was just stuck in a place because my uncle passed away in 2020. Then my grandpa passed away. Like, God, all these people are dying. I think after my grandpa passed away, I really, like, tried to, like, hang in there with God more because I was like, God, like, I want to like experience what you have for me. And I think that's where it really hit. And then like during my grandpa's like hard times is when my wrist right here, I got tendonitis, and that also slowed me down. I was like, holy, like, God, you could take away everything in one moment. And I went through a really crappy relationship with my first true relationship, but it wasn't anything good. This person wouldn't go to church with me, wouldn't do this, wouldn't do that. So I stopped going to church. I stopped doing all these religious things. And then I would say on top of that, like, I got to go on a mission trip like a year ago. Really like stuck with me. This is the biggest thing that has stuck with me is how many homeless people there are in like the whole country. But first off, when I helped serve at a soup kitchen, it was a program where like I think they had housing for women, like single moms raising families. I just remember holding back my tears because this mom came in with her twins that were in a stroller, and that to this day gives me goosebumps through my body because first off, you don't know her circumstance. Second off, you don't know anything about this woman, but you served them. Like, I'd be honest, I did judge some people inside my head, but some of them were the happiest people you will ever meet. It just broke my heart that this single mom who could barely afford anything for herself was struggling just to feed her children. That's all she wanted. I am the product of a mom who didn't want me. She got her rights taken away from me because she just truly didn't care. Her mind was set on other things and she was not ready to be a mom. So that was really hard. Knowing that I safe and I have not been taken advantage of in that way is a blessing in disguise. I think it's just like hard to see like all these homeless people. They're human. Like, we treat them like they don't know anything, but like they genuinely do. I got out of this toxic relationship with this dude, and I was single for 6 months. It was just all a jumble of things, but I hope like you guys get something out of it. And honestly, I feel like the biggest thing most recently for me that has been like, oh my God, gosh, God can take a lot away from you, is I was at work one morning and I think I just forgot to take my pills that day, and I had a 4-minute seizure because I have epilepsy. And then I wake up in the ambulance and I'm like, where am I? And then I start crying, and then I go back to sleep and I wake up in the hospital and they have an IV in me and stuff. And a 4-minute seizure, I've never had one that long, and that was so scary. I haven't had one since, praise Jesus. But I think it really like makes me think, and I'm like, oh crap, like I can have a seizure and not know anything and then come back to life and an hour later remember everything. Like, God created our bodies so crazy. And then on top of that, it's like, whoa, God, you can just take that away whenever you want. It's not purposely like making me have a seizure. And it's so scary to think about. But you know, God can take anything away. We see that everyday life, and I think we take so much for granted. My testimony is kind of just like nothing crazily has happened. I just like, over the years, things have happened and drawn me closer to God. Like taking a step back and realizing that this world, it's not about who posts the best picture on Instagram, who gets the most views on TikTok, who's the best influencer.